On me first. Mr. Fratangeli and I are at Mario's 410 Grill in Bridgewater, and it's all about the dough. Take a look. This is what this incredible, talented individual does every single day. And a shout out to my friend, Dr. Patrick DeMeo. He, of course, team physician of the Pirates, the chief man behind the Allegheny Health Network Orthopedic Institute. We were having a great conversation about Beaver, Pennsylvania earlier today. He said, I got to get to this guy's restaurant in Beaver. I told him about the place here in Bridgewater. So Pat, this is our open invitation to you to bring your beautiful wife Anita and have dinner. Now tell him, one of the things he asked, said, can I bring a bottle of wine to Beaver?
Absolutely. Beaver's a dry town, but you can bring wine. We have glasses, we have ice for you, whatever you need.
And if you come to Bridgewater, they've got fine wine and good spirits, everything you need. And I got to tell you, I'm always in good spirits when I'm with Mario. So talk about this task that you do every single day for both locations. Go ahead.
Well, it's ongoing. Between here and there, I make the dough at one location, and I transport it to the 410 location. And this is what happens every day. This is a daily routine for me, non-stop.
How many pizzas actually are because of this dough you actually end up with?
This right here, this is a small batch for here. This is one of the couple that I do daily. This is going to give us 50 pieces of dough.
All right.
14-inch dough.
I remember as a child, come in here real quick. Wait, don't, we're on the air here now. Be nice. My childhood friend Mark Nemisak. I'm gonna have him tell your story. No, wait, let me finish. My mother used to make homemade pizza all the time, and it was truly a crown jewel. People would come from miles around when that aroma would start coming out of that oven. People that we didn't even know lived in the neighborhood showed up. And please explain to them, I love anchovies.
Well, your mom was famous for them.
And you had a experience that
it was hard when you were a kid to eat anchovies.
I love anchovies.
But getting back into Mario rolling the dough. See, it took a lot of years before we got the kids' pizza that adults could have. He said, I'm losing money on my dough. I don't believe it because we sold a bunch of them half pizzas, didn't we?
All right.
See, he won't come.
Now listen,
yes.
I'm going to get back to the dough, but before we go, he just came back from the RBC Heritage. Scotty Scheffler, #1 in the world again. He watched them all. We love the great game of golf. Something else that Dr. DeMeo is all in with his great group up there. They take care of those who play the game every day. How was that experience?
Oh, those were all the stars because it was what they call a signature event, no cut. And they played in twosome. All the stars were there. After the Masters, they could give a shit. Well, now there was money.
Now you see, you had to do that, so now I have to edit. I love you. Get out of here. All right. Anyway, let's talk about what goes into a good dough. Tell me.
What goes? Very simple. You got water, you got flour, you have yeast, and salt.
That's it.
That's it.
Come on now.
That's it.
But you got to have these hands to give it that tender, loving care.
You gotta have well, listen. This technique of rolling dough here, this right here, as you're seeing it, this came from a fellow Neapolitan guy from California, Marina del Rey. I went there years ago to get certified as the pizza Neapolitan.
You had to get certified.
Yeah, well,
Nice. Impressive. What does it have to basically end up on that scale?
13 ounces.
They're all 13 ounces.
13 ounces.
And you know exactly what you're getting with 13 ounces.
Listen, 9 out of 10. I mean, look, see what I mean? 13.
Right on the money, baby. So what's coming up here at this wonderful location? Lots of good things. The weather's going to get warm. Music, the little grapefruit, talk about it.
The weather's going to bring it all in. We're going to have a bunch of national acts. The Clarks, we booked the Clarks just recent in August. Allison, my daughter, just gave me the news. We've got a lot of big venues here. The Beaver County Boom.
Yeah, June 29th.
Yes, that's coming. Giada, the annual benefit for her, that's coming back this year.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm excited.
All right, talk about the menu again here. It's been a while since we chatted. Tell me about the menu here.
The menu is totally different than Beaver location. If you want a good pasta, you go to Beaver. If you want a good steak, or a good burger, you come to the 410.
That's exactly right.
People tell me all the time, why don't you do the beans and greens here, you know? Like you're doing beef. I says, well, what's the point? I mean, I'm stealing from Beaver to pay Paul then, you know? I said, if you want to go beans and greens, you go to Beaver.
Listen, I do want to remind everyone that there's a wonderful club in Midland, Pennsylvania known as the St. Anthony Club. And they're having a draft party tomorrow night. Big night for the Steelers, big night for the NFL. It's one of my favorite nights on the calendar year. I'm going to be talking all about that wonderful event on the Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday show this week after local news at 11. But I must tell you, I love the whole idea of making things from scratch. And somehow, some way, in this very hectic world where everything is like instant gratification, even though you have to make it in bulk, you still find a way to add a little homemade flavor to it, don't you?
People take the easy way. They try to take the easy way out.
Doesn't work.
I don't.
Yeah. Me neither. I learned the hard way.
I don't.
You can't. You got to be in it to win it.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing this? Again, with making food?
20 years.
No kidding. Because that's really how the journey started, right?
Yes.
And it just evolved.
Well, it started with a simple place in Beaver, pizza, salads, and desserts.
You know what? You give me joy every time I'm around you. I don't know what it is. And I'm out doing, basically trying to figure out what am I going to do on a rare night off on the radio.
Are you off tonight?
I know, it's amazing, isn't it? But I am off, and I just decided to come over here, and I said, you know what, Rob? You got to work a little and show the world what this guy does every day. And this is what really, Mario, this is what separates him from everyone else. And I mean it. This was a great location when it opened decades ago. But honestly, what you've been able to do here in such a short period of time, I never knew we had that many people living in Beaver County. I'll roll by and see the parking lot. But it brings me such joy because I love this business so much. And I know anybody who prepares food or is in the service industry, there's nothing more flattering. Look, we're all in it to make a buck, but there's nothing more flattering than have people show up to appreciate what you and your staff do, right?
Makes me, listen, when I see people smile, that's all I need.
And guess what I'm going to do before I go home today? You know how long it's been since I've had a steak? Forever.
You do a steak?
I'm going to get a plain steak, salt and pepper to taste, as my great friend Joe Dentisi used to always say in the cooking show. And I'm going to actually have a little bit of steak before I go to bed tonight. But I want you to know you are such a blessing to Beaver County. I mean that. Because food really is what brings people together. And we're going to get Mr. DeMeo down here. And if he's kept me together all these years, believe me, he's the best friend that I think you'd love to have. You and him will get along great, and his lovely wife Anita.
Well, give him, like I said, give him my number.
I'm going to do that, Pat. I'm going to give you his number. All right. Well, listen. God bless you.
Thank you.
My man.
Rob.
It's all in the dough.